Let's say that you are in the later stages of selling your business to an outside third party. A third party buyer is going to want assurances that your key people are going to stay on after you exit and that the business does not revolve around you. If you do not have a way to incentivize your key people to stay before, during, and after the transition of ownership of your business, you will likely see the value of your business plummet. It is very unattractive for a potential buyer. They want to know that the people who have all the know-how up here and can keep the business running after you're gone, they want to know that they're going to stay. And while we can't guarantee that they're going to stay, there are things we can do and there are things we can put in place to increase the odds significantly that they're going to stay and not ruin a deal by leaving either right before or right after you transition out of the business. Hi there, my name is Ashley Michike. I'm the CEO of True North Retirement Advisors, where we specialize in exit planning for business owners. Now today I want to talk about retaining top talent with the non-qualified deferred compensation plan. Now, a couple weeks ago, I did part 1 in this series, which was an introductory, the basics on non-qualified deferred plans and why they can be a powerful and very effective tool when it comes to retaining and rewarding your key employees, and also as part of the overall exit strategy and exit plan for leaving your business. So in today's video, I'm going to focus on how you can, one, motivate your key people to increase and grow the value of the business before your exit, how you can incentivize them to stay on before, during, and after the transition. Number 3, how you can reward your employees after your transition and after the business is sold or transitioned to the new owner. That's what we're covering today. Number 1 is, how can we use a non-qualified deferred compensation plan to incentivize employees to grow profitability and, as a result, the value of the business? This is a key piece of the non-qualified deferred comp plan and why you may want to consider putting it in place years in advance prior to when you want to exit, because not only can it be used as an exit tool, but it can be used at any stage in the business when you want to appropriately reward your employees and align their interests with yours as the business owner. So one of the unique features of a non-qualified deferred compensation plan is that there's a lot of flexibility in how you set up the design of the plan and how you reward your employees. One popular plan design would be for all profits in excess of X number of dollars, those get distributed out at, say, a certain percentage. So like maybe 30% of the excess profits above X number of dollars for a given year gets split up among the people who are in the non-qualified deferred compensation plan. And because this is meant to be a plan for your key people, you could have 1 person in this plan, you could have 2 people, you could have 100 people. It depends on, how big your organization is and how many key employees you have. The second way we can use a non-qualified deferred compensation plan as an exit planning tool is by rewarding your employees before, during, and after your transition, after your exit from the business. Your employees have put blood, sweat, and tears, especially your key people, and we want to appropriately reward them and make sure that we handcuff them to the business through the transition. If you have a key person who's let's say you have a salesperson and they manage all of your key customer relationships and they bring in a lot of new business every year, we want to incentivize them, because if they think that they can go out and do this on their own, or maybe they get wind, or they get a sense that you might be leaving and they don't want the uncertainty of a new owner coming on board, what's to prevent them from leaving? Well, if you have a non-qualified deferred comp plan set up for them and there's a significant amount of money in it because it's been building up, you've been making contributions over the years, it has a vesting schedule so they know that if they leave they're going to lose it, but it also has forfeiture provisions that say if you violate your employment agreement and you take customers, you compete, you violate, the clauses in your employment agreement, guess what? You don't get any of this money. The last way that we can use a non-qualified deferred compensation plan is by using it to reward your employees when the business is sold. One of the provisions that you can set up in the plan design of the non-qualified deferred comp is that when there's a change in ownership, that their non-qualified deferred comp plan vests. So what that means is that if I'm an employee and I have several $100,000 in my non-qualified deferred compensation plan, and it vests after a change in ownership, when you leave and a new owner comes on, they're not going to have to wait until they retire or they die in order to receive that money. They could actually receive that money while they're still working. You could set up a stay bonus plan that would also incentivize them to stay maybe at least 2 years through the transition, so you don't lose them right after the transition is complete. And a non-qualified deferred comp plan is an excellent way to reward the people who have put so much hard work and so many years of dedication into growing the business so that you had something to exit from and you were able to leave the business, hopefully with financial security. The very first step in thinking about and moving forward with setting up a non-qualified deferred comp plan is to really think about who your key people are. Who are the people that you could not afford to lose if they left today? You should have key people, because if you don't have any key people, that means that the business revolves around you, and that's not good for your exit planning anyway, because anybody who buys the company wants to see that there is a transition team, that there's a management team in place who can run the business after you're gone. If the business revolves around you, I don't think you have much of an exit plan there. So we want key people, but it's okay. Maybe there's just one other key person in the company. Maybe you have 10 people, maybe you have 100 key people. It really depends on who is key. We don't want to include the summer intern who does social media marketing for us. They're not a key person. So we want to be selective about who we're including, because we want these contributions to the key people to be significant. So if we're going to put X dollars into the plan, we want that money to not get spread across everybody, but the people who we must keep, the people who are too valuable to our organization to lose. If you have questions, if you are serious about wanting to look into this and see if it's a right fit for you and your business and where you are in your stage of your business, you can click on the link below this video and set up a free strategy call. It's a 15-minute call with me, and I'll ask you some questions about your business, questions that you've probably never been asked before, as a way to help you see if a non-qualified deferred compensation plan is a good fit for you, or maybe it's not the right time. So I can help guide you in that decision and helping you see what the next step is if you're serious about wanting to include a non-qualified deferred comp plan as part of your benefits package and as part of your exit plan from your business. That's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. My name is Ashley Michike, and every month we put out 2 to 3 videos per month, mainly geared towards helping you successfully and smoothly transition out of your business into the next phase of your life.